How's it going, everybody? Mike here with November 14th, 2020 Merch by Amazon sales update. I want to do a update of the last week and this month so far because if you've seen any of my recent videos, it's actually been a pretty interesting month, and it's actually changing every day. So I really don't know what's happening. I'm kind of in limbo here, trying to figure out what's going on with Merch by Amazon and why, day to day there's certain pretty big changes happening with the number of sales and especially the type of products that are selling. So let's get into the numbers, and then I'll talk you guys through what's been happening, and I'll kind of be a little more general and go into a little more detail in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos. So the last week, so the last 7 days, as you can see here, I've had 109 sales. Let's look at these numbers a little more closely. So that would mean that I've had $2,141.87 in sales, which brings it to $470 in royalties, and that equals to $4.31 of royalties or profit per sale, which is actually, for me, really good. Top products, as you can see here, standard t-shirts, pop sockets, and then it goes pretty much into everything else. So that in itself is looking really good. 109 sales in a week. I definitely won't be complaining about that. Which brings this month, and like I said, it's the 14th, so we're halfway through, to 165 sales, and let's look at that in total what the sales amount is, and that would be $3,262.15 in sales for total royalties or profit of $724.09, which equals to $4.38 in royalties, which is, again, those numbers are pretty much the same for the week and the month when it comes to royalties specifically, but overall things are looking pretty good. So let's look at these. So as you can see here, last Saturday and Sunday were my best 2 days for this month, and I would say probably for the last 6 months, and these were the products that took off on the 4th, so 3 days prior to Saturday here of last week, as a result of the US election. And there were, I guess, the designs and the descriptions and the brand and my bullet points and everything else included profanity. And as you guys know, a couple of days after that, Merch by Amazon came out with a policy that prohibits profanity, and my listings were taken down. And I made a joke in one of my previous videos, basically just saying, just my luck, because there was nothing wrong with the designs. They were up for sale for months, and the policy was non-existent. But again, who knows why? And it was just bad timing for me that products that were really taking off were taken down because of that policy. But again, I'm not going to complain because still overall it's a pretty good month. The last thing that I wanted to mention quickly, and the video that I put out just before this one, if I remember correctly, I think so, it was about, I think I titled it, basically said something like, are your products selling? And I had 5 examples of my best-selling pop sockets, and every single one of them basically said currently unavailable. So the reason I'm talking about that right now is because as you can see here, all of my sales, well, pretty much all of them, are pop sockets today. So I think I put out that video 2 days ago, or maybe even yesterday, and within 24 hours there's a big huge change from pop sockets, at least my pop sockets, not being available for sale to now again starting to sell, in pretty decent, I guess, quantities. And now I have today's sales 8 in the US and then 2 in UK. So let's look at what those are. And you guessed it, pop sockets. So again, every time I do this, I go over these sales updates and try to analyze what's been going on. I start asking myself questions. It also just happens that, in the last 24 hours, I started using, I think it's Merch Titans, which is an automation tool. And as you can see here, now I'm pushing 400 products pretty much every day because of the tool that I'm paying, what is it, $50-$60 a month for. But this is the first time that I've actually started using this tool. And actually, as I'm recording this, I have automated listings going up on Redbubble, and now it's going to be Society 6. So I'm probably going to do a video talking about that tool over the next couple of weeks, because this is not the first automation tool that I've paid for, but this is the one that really makes me feel like it will really help me with scaling up. Now I'm pushing, my 8,000 live products, but this is the number that I'm going to be concentrating on. Now, again, I haven't updated this in a while, so I would say that 822 is probably not completely accurate. Excuse me, but it's probably not that far from the exact number. What does that mean? So that means that I probably have, let's say to be fair, about 4,000 to 5,000 products with no sales that I've listed in the last year, because now the time frame is a year that the merch will leave your products up without any sales before they take them down. So I guess the combination of a few things are making me feel pretty optimistic. Number one, I have the designs. Number two, I have the tool now to list 400 products a day, and I'm listing to every single marketplace because the tool actually will do automatic translation to those languages. And I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna ask myself, does it make sense to list to France and Italy and Japan if I'm not getting any sales? And I'm gonna reassess that later on. But right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I guess I'm making it really efficient with the number of listings that are going up every day, and also that I'm taking down the listings that are not selling. So again, I would say that if I was to think back, the number one thing that was preventing me from doing this much earlier was time. And now, and again, I feel like this is a plug, and like I have nothing to do with these guys. Like I have a affiliate link down below, but I mean, with the number of viewers that I get and the people that click on it, like I'm not making any money on it, but it is this tool, because I've been actually looking at it. I've been researching what it does. There were a couple of competitors, and it just turned out that these guys I just really felt comfortable going with Merch Titans, and it's after using it for a couple of days, it's already making me feel like it's worth the $60 that I'm gonna pay a month, because honestly, in a day, without any problems, you're gonna be listing thousands, and I mean that, thousands of products over a number of platforms. Again, depending on the platform and the tier that you're at with merch. So for example, I can upload 400 a day, but then we're talking, and let me just look up the exact platforms that it supports. So this is what it will help you list on. So Merch by Amazon, Printful, Redbubble, Spreadshirt, TeePublic, Teespring, Zazzle, Society6. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 platforms. So for example, I had about, I think it was something like 35, 40 designs. Multiply that by, 40 products on merch. I don't even know how many on Redbubble. And if you go through the list, like I said, you're talking thousands of actual products that you can upload every single day. So that's kind of where I am. I'm kind of struggling with trying to figure out the best way to make use of not only the tier that I'm at, but to do things a little more differently than I have been doing. And honestly, like, what a time saver to be able to upload, to max out my uploads for the day. And honestly, like, I spent probably half an hour now that I'm in the groove of cleaning up the spreadsheet that's required for Merch Titans Automation to be able to do its thing, to be able to upload your products to Merch, and then you just kind of watch the thing do it. Anyways, I know I'm kind of I've gone off topic from my sales update, but the question, I guess, and the point that I was trying to make is, is it because I'm a lot more busy over the last couple of days? So I don't know. I really don't know. I wish that Merch one day will let us look at all the statistics, look at all the keywords and search terms that customers are using to get to our products, and maybe even the location, all that kind of stuff, because that would be amazing to use that information to improve our listings and to improve our sales. But for now, I guess this is what we have to deal with. So anyways, last 7 days, 109 sales, which equals to $2,141 in sales and $470 in profits, which makes this month sales $3,262 for the total of $724.09 in royalties, and we are just halfway through the month. So this is going to be an interesting month. We'll see what happens. I'm going to keep uploading 400 every single day, and I'm going to start deleting a bunch of these products that are not selling, that have not sold, and that have been flagged for I guess deletion or due to no sales, or be taken down. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Has anyone noticed any changes with their account? For me, this is a nice curve. I really want this to to continue going up, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I'll keep you updated.